Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Necroxis Plays Dragon Age Origins. My name is Necroxis. Last time we escaped the destruction of the Tower of Ishal after Terran Logain abandoned the field, leaving King Kalen and Duncan to die, which Alistair is not really happy about. Flemeth and Morrigan saved us, and we decided that our goal is to now go and use the treaties that we found right before that happened to build an army to fight the Darkspawn. So currently who we have with us is Morrigan, who we talked to last time quite extensively, even though my video cut out. Again, sorry about that. I also talked a little bit to my dog, which you guys missed, but pretty much all that happens is Morrigan and Alistair will have like little scenes with him, but nothing really important happens. So let's talk to Alistair, and then we're going to move on to Lothering, which is the first town that we have to go to.
What do you need? You don't have to do that. I know you didn't know him as long as I did.
He was like a father to you, I understand.
I should have handled it better. Duncan warned me right from the beginning that this could happen. Any of us could die in battle. I shouldn't have lost it, not when so much is riding on us, not with the Blight and everything. I'm sorry.
It's okay, baby. No need to apologize.
I'd like to have a proper funeral for him. Maybe once this is all done, if we're still alive. I don't think he had any family to speak of.
He had you.
I suppose he did. It probably sounds stupid, but part of me wishes I was with him, in the battle. I feel like I abandoned him.
He saved your life by sending you to that tower.
Yes. I know. I think he came from Hyeva, or so he said. Maybe I'll go up there sometime. See about putting up something in his honor. I don't know. Have you had someone close to you die? Not that I mean to pry, I'm just...
Well, both my parents just died. My entire family was murdered just recently.
Oh, of course. How stupid of me to forget. Here I am going on and on about Duncan, and you... I am so sorry. Thank you.
It's okay,
Really,
baby.
I mean it. It was good to talk about it, at least a little.
He was a friend of mine, too.
That's good to hear. It's nice to know I'm not the only one who remembers him well.
Yay! +5.
What do you need?
I'd like to ask you something.
Ask away.
My phone. Phone, please. I'm playing video games. What can a Templar do, exactly?
Essentially, they're trained to fight. The Chantry would tell you that the Templars exist simply to defend. But don't let them fool you. They're an army. The other main purpose for a Templar is, of course, to hunt mages. To that end, we train in talents that drain mana and disrupt spells.
Couldn't others learn these talents?
Perhaps, but there usually isn't much of an opportunity. The Chantry keeps a close rein on its Templars. We are given lyrium to help develop our magical talents, you see. Which means we become addicted. And
Bummer.
since the Chantry controls the lyrium trade with the dwarves, well, I'm sure you can put two and two together.
Wait, so you were addicted to this lyrium?
Thankfully, no. You only start receiving lyrium once you've taken your vows. You don't need lyrium in order to learn the Templar talents. Lyrium just makes Templar's talents more effective. Or so I was told. Maybe it doesn't even do that. The Chantry usually doesn't let their Templars get away either, so they can spread their secrets. I'm a bit of an exception. Lucky me.
I want to be a Templar.
What do you need?
Teach me.
Ask away.
Can you teach others to be a
I
Templar?
suppose I could. But I really would rather not. When the Grand Cleric let Duncan recruit me, she made me swear never to reveal Templar secrets outside of the Chantry. I'd rather not go back on my word.
Very well.
Ask me later, perhaps. Maybe I'll change my mind. This is not something small you're asking, after all.
Surprisingly,
What do you need?
shockingly, we're going to learn later on that the
Ask away.
Chantry are a bunch of assholes. So it's...
Such as they are.
Tell me about the Grey Wardens. Oh god, there's so many questions. Where are the nearest ones?
That's a good question. There's plenty in Orlais, but who knows where they might be found. And the nearest Orlesian city is weeks away. If we go north and cross the sea, there's bound to be some in the Free Marches. Again, however, I just don't know where. I don't know anything about Grey Wardens in other lands.
Is there headquarters?
Here in Ferelden, there's our compound in Denerim at the palace, but that's it. Loghain will have control over that and be watching it, no doubt. Beyond that, the only place I know of is Weishaupt Fortress. That's the headquarters of all Grey Wardens in the Anderfells, 1,000 miles from here. But I've no idea how to even contact them. So unless we try to get back to the compound in Denerim, I suppose the answer is no. There's nowhere for us to go.
Bummer. So what happens now that there's just two of us?
I imagine that eventually the Grey Wardens outside of Ferelden will wonder what's happened. Why there's no contact from Duncan or someone. They'll send someone eventually. Though who knows what Loghain's people in Denerim will tell them. Maybe they won't send anyone. We could try to contact them. But that would mean leaving Ferelden, and even if we did, they couldn't come back with us in time to stop the Blight. So that means whatever happens, it's up to us.
Bummer. When will we need to restart? Or
I mean,
rebuild?
eventually we would have to use the joining to make more Grey Wardens, right? But I don't know how to do the joining, or what's involved. I know it involves lyrium and some other magic, and that it's really difficult to prepare, but that's it. Unless we can find out more about the joining, I guess we better get used to the idea that there might only be two of us for now. Until more come from elsewhere.
Bummer. What would happen if we just left?
Just left? You mean just left Ferelden? I don't know. If there's an archdemon, however, we're supposed to be the only ones who can defeat it. And that means the Blight would grow unchecked. Eventually, other Grey Wardens in Orlais and other lands would hear about it, and they would come to fight it, but they wouldn't come in time to save Ferelden. There's no way. I'm not going anywhere.
Okay.
About the Grey Wardens, anyhow. Fair enough. What do you need?
Anything else? More questions.
Ask away.
How did you become a Grey Warden?
Same way you did. You drink some blood, you choke on it, and pass out. You haven't forgotten already, have you?
Haha, very funny.
I do my best. What can I say? Let's see, I was in the Chantry before. I trained for many years to become a Templar, in fact. That's where I learned most of my skills.
You don't seem like the religious
You're
sort.
telling me I was banished to the kitchens to scour the pots more times than I can count. And that's a lot. I can count pretty high. The Grand Cleric didn't want to let me go. Duncan was forced to conscript me, actually, and was she ever furious when he did. I thought she was going to have us both arrested. I was lucky.
Do you think he took pity on you?
I don't know. Maybe. When he came looking for recruits, I just remember praying fervently to the Maker that he would pick me. I'll always be thankful to Duncan for recruiting me. If it hadn't been for him, you know, I wouldn't have.
I'm sorry.
No, it's... I'm sorry. I shouldn't be. It's fine. He died a hero. They all did. Come on, let's go.
I mean, not really.
I think I'm done talking.
They all died by getting betrayed.
What do you need? Ask away.
About the Grey
Such as they
Wardens. No more questions.
About the Grey Wardens, anyhow. Fair enough. What do you need?
Ask you something.
Ask away.
You said Arl Eamon raised you.
Did I say that? I meant that dogs raised me. Giant slobbering dogs from the Anderfells. A whole pack of them, in fact.
It must have been tough for them.
Well, they were flying dogs, you see. Surprisingly strict parents, too. And devout Andrastians to boot.
That is what they say about Anders? What?
That, and that they make a great deal of cheese. Funny, but the dogs never mention cheese. As a matter of fact, if you said cheese around them, they'd start growling. Isn't that odd? Or did I dream all of that? Funny the dreams you'll have when you sleep on the cold, hard ground, isn't it? Are you having strange dreams?
Only ones where we're making mad love in my tent.
I think I completely lost my chain of thought. Oh, there it is. Let's see, how do I explain this? I'm a bastard. And before you make any smart comments, I mean the fatherless kind. My mother was a serving girl in Redcliffe Castle who died when I was very young. Our Lehman wasn't my father, but he took me in anyhow and put a roof over my head. He was good to me, and he didn't have to be. I respect the man, and I don't blame him anymore for sending me off to the Chantry once I was old enough.
Who is your father? Do you know?
I know who I was told was my father. He died even before my mother did, anyhow. It isn't important. Our Lehman eventually married a young woman from Orlais, which caused all sorts of problems between him and the king because it was so soon after the war. But he loved her. Anyhow, the new Arlessa resented the rumors which pegged me as his bastard. They weren't true, but of course they existed. The Arl didn't care, but she did. So off I was packed to the nearest monastery at age 10, just as well. The Arlessa made sure the castle wasn't a home to me by that point. She despised me.
What a bitch. What an awful thing to do to a child.
Maybe. She felt threatened by my presence, I can see that now. I can't say I blame her. She wondered if the rumors were true herself, I bet. I remember I had an amulet with Andraste's holy symbol on it. The only thing I had of my mother's. I was so furious at being sent away, I tore it off and threw it at the wall and it shattered. Stupid, stupid thing to do. The Arl came by the monastery a few times to see how I was, but I was stubborn. I hated it there, and blamed him for everything. And eventually, he just stopped coming.
You were young.
And raised by dogs. Or I may as well have been, the way I acted. But maybe all young bastards act like that. I don't know. All I know is that the Arl is a good man, and well loved by the people. He also was King Kaelin's uncle, so he has a personal motivation to see Loghain pay for what he did. Anyway, that's really all there is to the story.
Awesome. Anything else?
What do you need? Ask away.
Why did you remain a Templar if you hated the Chantry?
Have you seen the uniform? It's not only stylish, but well made. I'm a sucker for good tailoring.
Oh, I don't think I've ever seen you wearing
I
it.
keep it hidden under my pillow. Sometimes I'll take it out just so I can hug it fondly and remember the good old days.
This is how you get approval with Alistair, by the way.
Brings a tear to the eyes.
You be sarcastic. And what's the real reason?
You don't really want to know about my being a Templar, do you? It's really quite boring.
I do because I want to bump uglies.
Poke, poke, poke. Tell me everything about your life, Alistair. All right, if you insist. It's not like we have anything better to do, right? The truth of the matter is that I did hate going to the monastery. The initiates from poor families thought I put on airs, while the noble ones called me a bastard and ignored me. I felt like Al Eamon had cast me off, unwanted, and I was determined to be bitter. But I took some solace in the training itself, I guess. I was actually quite good at it.
What did you enjoy?
The education, mostly, but also the discipline. You need to have a disciplined mind in order to use the abilities we have. It was difficult, but rewarding. I never really felt at home anywhere, though, until I joined the Grey Wardens. And Duncan felt my Templar abilities might be useful for when we encountered Darkspawn magic, so I kept it up. What about you? Do you have anywhere you consider home?
My home was taken by Arl Howe.
Right. Stupid of me to ask. I'm sorry. We won't always be traveling like this, you know. Once the war is over, once the Blight is... well, a time will come when we'll have to think about having a real home again. Though that seems like a far ways off. And I suppose the Grey Wardens are gone for good. Either way.
They can be rebuilt. We have the
I
technology.
suppose you're right. We can create new Grey Wardens, but we'll never get back those we lost. I wonder if it would ever feel the same. Anyhow, now I've sidetracked us. We'd better get back to what we're supposed to be doing right now.
Anything else, Alistair?
What do you need?
I think that's it.
Ask away.
Yep. You guys might have noticed Alistair mentioned something about a pendant of his mother's. All the characters that are going to join our party will say something like, I lost an item that I once had that I valued. Or Morrigan, which you didn't see because he got cut off, she talked about she had a fine, what was it? It was like a necklace or something, or no, it was like a pair of clothes that she found when she first went into human settlements, and then Flemeth ripped them up. And so those are all items that you can find in the world, and you can give it to them for high approval. So we have to look out for a pendant for Alistair, some clothes for Morgan. I'm pretty sure it was clothes. I can't remember. I just did it yesterday. Some clothes for Morgan. But now we have to go to Lothering, which is the first place we travel to. So here we go, finally. Denerim.
And I expect each of you to supply these men. We must rebuild what was lost at Ostagar, and quickly. There are those who would take advantage of our weakened state if we let them. We must defeat this Darkspawn incursion, but we must do so sensibly and without hesitation.
Your lordship, if I might speak. You have declared yourself Queen Honora's regent, and claim we must unite under your banner for our own good. But what of the army lost at Ostagar? Your withdrawal was most fortuitous.
Everything I have done has been to secure Ferelden's independence. I have not shirked my duty to the throne, and neither will any of you!
The Banon will not bow to you simply because you demand it.
Understand this. I will brook no threat to this nation from you or anyone.
What a bitch. That's the queen, by the way.
Van Tegan, please!
Your Majesty, your father risks civil war. If Eamon were here...
Van Tegan, my father is doing what is best.
Did he also do what was best for your husband, Your Majesty?
Van Tegan. Ah! Van Tegan's a beast! Throw it right in that bitch's face.
Wake up, gentlemen. More travelers to attend to. I'd guess the pretty one is the leader.
Oh, hell no.
They don't look much like them others. You know, maybe we should just let these ones pass.
Nonsense. Greetings, travelers.
Highwaymen, preying on those fleeing the Darkspawn, I suppose.
They are fools to get in our way. I say, teach them a lesson.
Now, is that any way to greet someone? A simple 10 silvers and you're free to move on.
Fuck that shit. We're not refugees.
What did I tell you? No wagons, and this one looks armed.
The toll applies to everyone, Heinrich. That's why it's a toll, and not, say, a refugee tax.
Oh, right. Even if you're no refugee, you still
Bitches,
gotta pay.
we're Grey Wardens. We're gonna fucking kill all of you. I'm not paying.
Well, I can't say I'm pleased to hear that. We have rules, you know.
Right. We get to ransack your corpse then. Those are the rules.
Do you really want to fight a Grey Warden?
Did she say she's a Grey Warden? Them ones killed the king.
Traitors to Ferelden, I hear. Tern Loghain put quite a
Uh-oh,
bounty on
oops.
any who are found.
But are them Grey Wardens good? I mean, really good? Good enough to kill a king?
You have a point. Well, let's forget about the toll. We'll just leave you to your Darkspawn fighting, king-killing ways.
Actually, they could use a donation.
You don't say.
They is really good, boss. Remember?
Well, yes. 20 silvers? That's all we've collected today.
An excellent
Then
donation.
take
Thank
it.
you.
Do enjoy your stay in Lothering and all that.
What do you need?
Oh, I forgot I can talk to them here.
Ask away.
Never mind.
What do you wish of me?
Anything new to say,
If you
Morgan?
must.
Nope. Alright, let's, Ooh, there's a corpse here. A dead Templar.
What do you wish of me?
Oop, Morgan, no, I don't know.
All right, all right.
Knight's Locket, Knight's Note. Lothering's like the only place where you have to do literally everything here because
I'll get on it.
you're only going to be able to come back here for a certain amount of time. Oh, that was their gear. Well, whatever. I'm going to kill all of them, so fucking who cares. Let's, just kill them all, I guess. Fuck it.
Now's better than later.
Yep. Oh, wait, do we have... Oh, she needs to put that on. Frost weapons. I don't have any of my buffs either. Damn it. Caesar, you need to do Warhowl. I need to... This way. Indomitable. Alistair. He has what? Threaten. Put that on.
I am your death.
There we go. Okay, let's kill all of
They
them.
won't know what hit
Oh god, I'm about to die. Run!
All right. Yes. We surrender. We're just trying to get by before the darkspawn get us all.
You picked the wrong target, bitch.
Yes, of course. We should have been more careful. I'm sorry.
I want some questions
What
answered.
could I tell you? We aren't even from these parts.
Have you heard about any survivors?
Couple, maybe. A group of wounded ash warriors came by earlier. Got right out of their way.
What news have you heard?
Everyone's saying how the Grey Wardens betrayed the king during the Darkspawn fight. Got him and themselves killed. Tern Loghain pulled out just in time. First thing he's doing as regent is putting a bounty on Grey Wardens.
That son of a bitch. What's going on in Lothering?
It's packed full. The band took his men north with Tern Loghain, so there's no one looking out for it except a few Templars at the Chantry. Well, I was just trying to feed my family, you know?
You're a piece of shit. What have you been doing?
Well, watching for folks fleeing from the south. Chasing from the wilds and farmholders, mostly. There aren't soldiers here anymore, so we help ourselves. We try not to hurt anyone too much. Well, then let me go!
I'm handing you over. Hand over everything you've stolen.
Yes, of course. The coins we collected are right here. Just over 100 silvers. The rest is in the chests we brought. I swear.
I'm turning you into the authorities.
There aren't any. Just the Templars, and they'll execute me.
Then start running.
Bless you. The Darkspawn can have this place.
See ya, bitch. Goodbye. That's why you don't fuck with the Grey Wardens.
Well, there it is. Lothering. Pretty as a painting.
Ah, so you have finally decided to rejoin us, have you? Falling on your blade in grief seemed like too much trouble, I take it.
Is my being upset so hard to understand? Have you never lost someone important to you? Just what would you do if your mother died?
Before or after I stopped laughing?
Right, very creepy. Forget I asked.
What did you want to talk about, Alistair?
His navel, I suspect. He certainly has been contemplating it for long enough.
Oh, I get it. This is the part where we're shocked to discover how you've never had a friend your entire life.
I can be friendly when I desire to. Alas, desiring to be more intelligent does not make it so.
Anyway, I thought we should talk about where we intend to go first.
We should try and use the treaties, I assume.
I agree. Have you looked at them?
Yes.
There are three main groups that we have treaties for. The Dalish Elves, the Dwarves of Orzammar, and the Circle of Magi. I also still think that Arleman is our best bet for help. We might even want to go to him first.
Nope, that's a bad idea. But, let's see. Why are you leaving it up to me?
Well, I don't know where we should go. I'll do whatever you decide.
Now that is unsurprising.
Arleman is a good man, but I don't know for sure he's where we should go. I'm not going to fight about it.
Is there a way to contact the Grey
Short
Wardens?
of leaving Ferelden to seek them out, the only place to send word to would be Weishaupt Fortress. And that's thousands of miles away.
We need to find these people.
I can give you directions, if you like.
What about the Circle of Magi?
That will be at their tower on Lake Kalanhard to the north. We'll be looking for the first enchanter, whoever that is.
What about the dwarves?
We would need to speak to their king in Orzammar. That means heading west into the Frostback Mountains, which won't be easy.
What about the elves?
If we head eastward, towards the Brazilian forest, we should hear word of one of the clans that wanders that area. Hopefully they will still be there.
What about Arl Eamon?
He'll be at Castle Redcliffe, in the far western part of Ferelden, next to the mountain passes. If he isn't there, someone will be able to tell us where he is.
Where would Loghain be?
If he isn't out in the field with his army, he's probably going to be at the palace in Denerim. We can go to Denerim, but somehow I suspect that they're not going to let us just walk around. Only a suspicion, of course. Then you have a plan.
Okay, what do you think we should do, Morgan?
Go after your enemy directly. Find this man Loghain and kill him. The rest of this business with the treaties can then be done in safety.
Yes, he certainly wouldn't see that coming, and it's not like he has the advantage of an army and experience and...
I was asked for my opinion and I gave it. If your wish is to come up with reasons why something cannot be done, we will stand here until the Darkspawn are upon us.
I'm ready to get going.
Fair enough. Let's head into the village whenever you're ready.
Okie dokie. And I first am going to, after we do, I'm not going to tell you yet. But, so, basically, like I said a couple episodes ago, once we complete the tutorial, and then after we get past Lothering, I can go pretty much anywhere I want, which is why I really like this game. Because it is very open world. There's no really set path.
Let's talk about your mother for a moment.
I'd rather talk about your mother.
Well, there's nothing to talk about. And besides, isn't your mother a scary witch who lives in the middle of a forest? Much more interesting.
To you, perhaps. You would find the moss growing upon a stone interesting.
You know what's more interesting than that? Apostates, mages outside of the tower. That's illegal, you know.
You did not read that in a book somewhere, did you? I hope the small letters did not strain you overmuch.
Oh, we could not talk about your mother. That works for me.
So yeah, there's a bunch of little dialogue exchanges between all of the characters, pretty much, so. Unfortunately for Caesar, he doesn't really get any, and he's also not really useful once I get the tank character that I want, and since I'm going to be melee DPS. So once we get more party members, he is not going to be in the party any longer, and I probably will never use him again. But, you know, that's fine. I think there's some quests over here.
Please, we came here to get away from the fighting.
I brought my family to Lothering because I thought it would be
What
safe.
happened to the king is so terrible. Is anywhere safe now?
Okay, well, never mind. These are all refugees. Usually if they don't have a name, then...
I'm scared. When are we going home?
What do you need?
Oops. Alistair, no.
I'm scared. When are we going home?
As I was saying, usually if they don't have a name, then they're not going to give you a quest or anything. So let's talk to this guy, I guess.
You don't look like the other folk fleeing the south. Were you in the battle?
What makes you think that?
You don't look chastened, so you're not from the wilds. And you're not a farmer. I'd guess you saw some fighting.
I'm a Grey Warden.
Then you'd best clear out. We're loyal to the king here, and word from the north is the Wardens betrayed King Cailan. Tairn Loghain has a bounty on any who survived.
Tairn Loghain betrayed the king, not us.
Tairn Loghain? Betray Merrick's boy? Bah, your story needs a bit of work.
Perhaps you should rephrase that or die. I have some questions.
Can't promise I'm going to answer them.
Who's in charge?
You could talk to the Elder, though she's got her hands full getting everyone on their way. For now, most folks go to Sir Bryant. He's head of the Chantry's Templars.
Where were those bandits outside?
Well, you mean they're gone?
I drove them off.
Well, goody for you. Now there's no one to drive off the blighted refugees. Sir Bryant will be glad, though. He's been talking about offering a reward for anyone who'd run them out.
Really? Ooh. What's going on here?
What isn't? We got chastened barbarians in every farmholder south of Kalanhard running from the Darkspawn. Not that they'll be safe here with the army gone.
I should go.
Don't let me stop you.
What a dick. Alright, so I already chased off the bandits, so I got a reward.
You there. If you're looking for safe shelter, I'll warn you. There's none to be found. Move on if you can. Lothering's lost.
What do you mean?
We've had refugees streaming from the south for the last 2 days. The Chantry and Tavern are full to bursting. There simply isn't enough food to go around, and we Templars can barely keep order. You'd be better off elsewhere, my friend.
You guys recognize that voice? That's Lorthamar, and he also plays Fenris, which we will not see in this game, but he's in Dragon Age 2. Thanks for the warning.
Best of luck wherever you might go.
Any other information?
I'm just here to keep
Nope.
watch.
I actually didn't even know that. I did not know that until just this playthrough. That is definitely Lorthamar's voice actor.
Oh,
Gideon
look how they
Gideon
moan
something.
And wail and gnash their teeth. It is sad to watch how helplessly they scurry about.
Morgan being a bitch as usual. No surprise there.
I don't like this place.
Greetings to you, milady. If it isn't too much to ask, might you be able to spare some bread?
They're elves. What happened to you?
We thought it would be safer in Lothering, that the Terran would bring his soldiers here. But bandits attacked us and took everything. Our food, our clothes, my daughter's pet lamb. Nobody cares about a few elves. Can you help us?
I met those bandits and drove them off.
Wonderful news. Perhaps our belongings are still there.
I can't thank you enough, friend. Even if we don't get everything back, it's good to know others will be safe.
Yeah! We're Grey Wardens and we're pretty cool guys. Let's talk to this little boy on the bridge. Hi, little boy. Oop, 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 oop.
What
oop.
do you need?
Wrong person.
Have you seen my mother?
Did you and your mother get separated?
Some mean men with swords came, and Mother told me to run to the village as fast as I could, so I did. She said she'd be right behind me, but I've been waiting and waiting, and I can't see her.
So she's probably dead. Do you know where your father is?
He went with William to the neighbours yesterday, but he didn't come back.
So he's dead too. Come with me. I'll help you look for your mother.
Mother said I wasn't to go with anyone. I'm supposed to wait for her here, in the village.
You see, the thing about that, she's dead. Go to the Chantry. Someone will look after you.
But only if I don't find Mother first.
Oh, you fucking
You're
idiot.
a really nice lady. Kind of like Mother. I should go look for her.
She's probably dead, but okay, bye. Ooh, how did I miss this crate? Take all. To some refugees.
We were lucky.
Can't believe that
We had the
Qunari
coins
creature
that came
isn't
as
dead
tolls
yet.
for those
How
bandits.
about
Many
this
didn't.
kid?
Where are you from?
And Eileen spoke unto the masses, my hearth is yours, my bread is yours, my life is yours. For all who walk in the sight of the Maker are one.
Sounds cool, buddy. How you doing? Smile back.
Let all repeat the chant of light. Only the word dispels the darkness upon us.
He can't answer you. He's Chanter Devons.
What's a chanter?
One of them that can only say the chant of light. His board has letters of good deeds to be doing. My father fixed Widow Allison's roof once, and the charter paid him, he did.
A learned child is a blessing upon his parents and unto the Maker.
Oh my god, you sound insufferable. It's like a vow of silence. You can't talk normally?
Unless it's the chant of light, no.
And so Rajmael in the heathen temple recanted.
Oh my god.
Speak only the word,
Oh my
sing
God.
only the chant. Then the golden city is thine, spoke Andraste.
A chanter says what?
What?
Oh, you got him to speak. Ha!
What hath man's sin wrought?
Oh, he cheated.
Anything of interest on the
Blessed
board?
are the peacekeepers, champions of the just. And Andraste came unto
Okay,
them.
God, please shut up. Bandits everywhere. Let's see. Kill bandits. I'll do it.
Saying, though the danger great, the mountain high.
I brought my
have
family to
faith,
Lothering
for
because
the
I thought
Maker
it-
listens
That's good.
and
Good for you.
smiles.
Oh my God, that guy's still talking.
As if we needed
What do you need?
Oh, Alistair, stop
Don't
it.
you
You're
see
in the
how
way.
scared everyone is?
As if we needed more fighting here. Don't you
I don't
see
care.
how scared everyone
Hey, there's a
is?
crowd of people. What are these guys doing?
Legions of evil are on your doorstep. They will feast upon our hearts. There is nowhere to run.
So this guy's either drunk or
This
crazy.
evil will cover the world like a plague of locusts.
Please, you're scaring the children.
Better to slit their throats now than let them suffer at Darkspawn hands. There! One of their minions is already amongst us. This woman bears their evil stench. Can't you not see the vile blackness
axe is
that
cool
fills
looking.
her?
Watch where you throw your accusations, fool.
Please stop. Somebody shut his mouth.
But isn't he right? The ban left us. We're going to die.
This minion is but the first of those who will destroy us.
Don't be a fool. Darkspawn can be defeated.
No, I have seen them. You cannot run. You cannot fight.
Standing around and shouting won't save you.
There is nothing to do. No hope is left.
This voice actor really put all his into this character. This random crazy NPCs. We Fereldans have fought off far worse.
You calling me a coward?
No, I'm calling you an idiot. Listen to yourself.
I have shamed my ancestors. But the blackness will come.
I'm pretty sure if you don't have intimidate
He
or
was right,
persuade,
wasn't he?
you can only kill him. But
There's no hope for us.
I didn't. There's always hope. Muster
You're
your
right.
courage.
We can't give up.
But we can't fight. What are we supposed to do?
We can't lie down and die either. We must go north to Denerim.
Yeah. Solve the problem because I'm awesome. What about this guy? Hey, buddy.
Maybe with that blasted chasing gone, my headache will go as well.
Probably not. Sir Marin.
If you seek refuge in the Chantry, there's simply no room left.
You're closed?
We turn none aside, but we simply don't have room for anyone to sleep. Priests are within if you seek to offer devotion to the Maker, however. May he protect us all.
No, I'm good. Who's in charge?
The revered mother runs the Chantry itself, and Sir Bryant heads the Templars stationed here.
Okay. Did you know there were bandits on the highway?
Were? Did you drive them off? Well, Sir Bryant will appreciate that.
Yeah, I whooped their asses. Have you heard any news?
Not since Tairn Loghain passed by with his army. It's a shame about the king. But with the Darkspawn coming, few can think of anything else.
Okay, then goodbye.
Make her watch over you.
So I'm not going to go in there because I'll do that next time. Because there is a bunch of stuff that happens once you go inside. Let's explore the rest of the town first, and then that'll end this episode. So next time I don't have to...
Looking at me, mongrel. I have nothing you want. Why do you keep staring at me so, you flea-ridden beast? Can you not tell when you are not wanted? I enjoy company of creatures of the wild, not stench-ridden domesticated wolves. And he persists. Maddening!
Happy bark. Good job. Good voice, Caesar. I miss these rocks.
All right.
Deep mushroom. Used to make potions, I believe. Alright, let's explore the rest of the area. I don't think I can talk to anyone over here.
You might not want to go in. Tavern's full, and those soldiers are being a nuisance.
Why is the tavern full?
Same reason the Chantry's full, packed with people who fled their homes. The tavern keeper's letting folks sleep on the floors, but he can only fit so many. And those soldiers are getting restless.
Okay, tell me about them.
They're not here to defend us. They were looking for someone before they started drinking.
I'm gonna guess it's
I hear
probably
they almost
me.
Killed a man because they didn't like his face. I wonder if they're deserters from the king's army.
You seem unhappy.
Is there any reason to be happy? With the king dead, them Darkspawn will overrun Lothering before anyone can organize. You'd think those soldiers could at least run off the bandits. I hear someone gave them what they deserved. Wasn't you, was it?
Yep, that was me.
It was? Hey, everyone! This is the one who drove out those thieving bastards! More will probably come, but it's good to know some justice is left here. Thank you.
Sure thing, buddy. Once I go into the tavern, that will
Did you speak to
also
that knight yesterday?
start
Said he
another
was from
fight.
Redcliffe.
Because, spoiler alert, the bandits are looking for me! Let's talk to this lady. Hi.
Hello, stranger. I don't suppose you know anyone that can make traps?
What do you need them for?
Old man Barlin said that Darkspawn may be coming soon. He's got traps on his farm. I figured I'd put a few on my lands. Barlin wants to poison his traps. I just want normal traps.
He has poison traps on his
He
land?
doesn't have any poison yet, thank the Maker. So his fields are just full of traps. He can be a bit eccentric.
Why don't you buy some?
None to be had. Barlin has all the traps in the village in his fields.
Sorry, I can't make traps.
I didn't mean to bother you. Sorry.
That's just like a little mini side quest. If you are a rogue who can make traps, she'll give you like 10 gold or some shit. Or,
just how smart
10 silver.
Mabari's supposed to be, anyway. Do you think they understand everything we say? Oh, is that so? You could just be... You could be an utter moron for all we know. Hey, now. There's nothing saying that a moron can't be cute and adorable. Who's the cute and adorable puppy? Ignorance is bliss, isn't it? That's what the Chantry kept telling me anyhow.
Ooh. Oh, there's just a dog. We're almost done, so let's see. I'm gonna go back here real quick. See if I missed anything. Yep, here we go. Sack. Pile of filth. Nice. Can talk to this lady after we take her chest, which I can't get into. Hi, Elder Miriam.
You've got a bed for the night. You taken care of.
Actually, I was hoping I could help you.
Don't need blades right now. We need beds, food, and an end to all these sad sots. I don't suppose you know anything of tonics, medicines, or herbs.
My friend does.
Then you may be able to do us a lot of
Morgan
good.
does.
All manner of travellers come through, many injured or sick. We do our best, but we're out of supplies. There's medicinal herbs in the woods to the north. If you make a few poultices, I'll scrape together some sort of payment. I'll write all you need to know in this note here.
I have a bunch of poultices. Can I just give them to you?
Have any luck finding herbs in the woods?
I didn't need them. Here you go. Yeah, see?
This will help many people. You're a good sort, you know.
Thanks, lady. 50 silver. I'll take it. What's going on here?
Please.
As if we needed more
As if
fighting.
we needed more
Don't you
fighting
see how
here.
scared everyone
Don't
is?
you see how scared everyone is?
Let's go this way.
I saw you take the supplies from my car. Your grassland eyes are inept. A chastened would never stoop to petty theft. You marsh folk are all thieves and liars.
Enough! People here are already desperate and frightened. They don't need you two coming to blows.
But what about my food?
I said enough!
You do not seem a refugee.
In the wilds we're eaten.
Oh, I thought I could do something here.
There's no end to our...
Oops, save. Uh-oh.
Twasit, Abana Kyun, Maras Shokra, Ananesam Kyun.
Time to meet Sten.
You aren't one of my captors. I will not amuse you any more than I have the other humans. Leave me in peace.
You're a prisoner. Who put you here?
I'm in a cage, am I not? I've been placed here by the Chantry. I am Sten of the Beresad, the vanguard of the Qunari peoples.
I am Essie. Pleased to meet you.
You mock me. Or you show manners I have not come to expect in your lands. Though it matters little now, I will die soon enough.
This is a proud and powerful creature, trapped as prey for the Darkspawn. If you cannot see a use for him, I suggest releasing him for mercy's sake alone.
Mercy? I wouldn't have expected that from you.
I would also suggest that Alistair take his place in the cage.
Yes, that's what I would have expected.
We're still covered in blood.
I suggest you leave me to my fate.
What did you do to end up here?
I have been convicted of murder. Have the villagers not spoken of this?
They're all kind of assholes, so not really. Aren't you interested in seeking atonement?
Death will be my atonement.
There are other ways to redeem yourself.
Perhaps. What does your wisdom say is equal to my crime?
You could join me and fight against the Darkspawn.
Are you a Grey Warden, then?
Yes, sir.
Surprising. My people have heard legends of the Grey Warden's strength and skill. Though I suppose not every legend is true.
Would the revered mother let you free?
Perhaps if you told her the Grey Wardens need my assistance, it seems as likely to bring my death as waiting here.
I'll leave you for now.
Farewell, then.
I think there's more I can ask
man
him.
left to be torn to pieces by Darkspawn. 'Tis a fine example of the Chantry's mercy, is it not?
What a surprise, Morgan hates the church.
You wish something more of me?
I could end you now if you prefer.
My preference is death in battle. Failing that, I will wait for the Darkspawn.
Very well. I'll find myself if I find myself in need of help.
My people have heard legends of the Grey Warden's strength
he already
and
said
skill.
that.
Though I suppose not every legend.
I'll leave you now.
Then.
A penitent man.
Okay, yes, thank you. We heard that. All right, so that's it for this episode. Next episode, we're going to do the bulk of the Lothering quests. We might even free Sten and deal with some other people. We might even meet another party member. So yeah, until then, I'll see you guys. Farewell.